we need to talk about this leak and just kind of go into why I halfway think this might be real and I halfway think that this might be fake. What's up, gamers? DreamcastGuy here, and over the course of the last couple months, Sony has been talking a lot about their upcoming plans, trying to get people hyped for the PlayStation 5. Pretty much every couple weeks, there's some sort of giant reveal or announcement. Well, just a couple days ago, of course, we got the most recent State of Play, which, are like the PlayStation Nintendo Directs. Now, this one, I haven't had a chance to really talk about this in video, but it was a gigantic conference, mostly about Ratchet Clank Rift Apart, giving us nearly 17 minutes of new gameplay, including some stuff that really kind of displays the power, graphics, the load times of the PlayStation 5. I was certainly impressed by this. Like, maybe it was a little bit too much gameplay and not enough variety, but everybody's going to be pre-ordering this, everybody's going to be buying this. But already, even though this just popped up days ago, there has now been a leak claiming that there is another State of Play coming up this month, a May State of Play, a chance for Sony to come out and say two separate things at once. We're going to continue to support the games we already have, giving new updates, new expansions, more DLC, but it simultaneously says, check out what's coming next. So I managed to screenshot it here, and I kind of want to go through it. It's 8 total games. Now, I've seen this posted a couple different places, this same exact list, but as you can see here, it is a 4chan leak. So like just right now, let's take this with a gigantic grain of salt. Let's assume that this is just something somebody made up. It seems pretty real. It seems like parts of this are definitely some actual games we know about. But are they coming soon? Let's get into the list. Please like this video and subscribe if you haven't already. But let's start things off with Dreams Plus. Now, Dreams came out a while ago. I've played a lot of Dreams. I really think it's an interesting project. A games engine, basically, that allows the creator to make whatever they want, from total games to golfing to racing simulators inside of Dreams itself. The idea of possibly getting a Dreams Plus, I don't know what this could possibly be. Like, Dreams itself is already such an unlimited style of game. Like, I guess we'll be curious to see how much this manages to expand it, because there has been some talk about, while Dreams is good, it definitely wasn't advertised enough by Sony themselves. They kind of dropped it, let people love it, and then moved on. Now, Project Cars 3, I think this one's probably real, just because there's been rumors about the Project Cars 3 going around. Standard racing game. It's easy. It makes trailers look great. If you put it into a conference, you could be like, wow, look at those graphics. Now, here's the one I'm personally more excited about. Back 4 Blood. Now, I've already had a chance to play the beta of this. Back 4 Blood is Turtle Rock. It's the people that made Left 4 Dead. It's Left 4 Dead 3. Like, straight up, it's just Left 4 Dead 3. 4-player co-op. Lots of undead, crazy maps that slightly randomize. I loved the freaking beta. It is freaking top notch. And they've said from the very start that they're going to be bringing it to consoles. So if they decided to show it in May, I could definitely believe two separate things about this. The fact that PS4, PS5, okay, cross-gen functionality, that's super duper. October 12th. A lot of these are like October release dates and stuff. I do think that Sony is going to start trying to talk more about their plans for 2021. And since it seems like they're not going to be at E3, this is the time to do it. Starting to get people hyped through the summer months is a good chance to basically say, here's what's good now, here's what's good in the future. Now, that definitely brings me to Symphogear Unite, Media Vision, Koei Tecmo, another PS4, PS5 project, but that's coming out 2022. I'll be honest, I've never even heard of this, so maybe that's some sort of like new big project. Stray, I believe that's the cat game by Anna Peruna. Cool, great. I love cats. Cats are fantastic. Here's a picture of me using a cat as a telephone while extremely sick. You know what? I'm probably going to play that game. Now, here's one that's been leaked quite extensively, which is Sonic Colors Ultimate. This game was actually showing up in separate leaks talking about the fact that it's already being listed. I think it's already on some servers or something. So yes, this game definitely exists. It's coming to PS4 and PS5 apparently. Now, here's the one thing that seems a little bit fake to me. I cannot imagine this project being given like a PS4 and a PS5 patch, mostly because as somebody that has beaten Sonic Colors, this game is old as hell. Like, I'm just not sure that they could upgrade the assets and stuff to look great on a PlayStation 5. A PS4 port that runs on PS5, that's one thing, but trying to get it to run like on a PlayStation 5, I don't know. Sometimes PS5 patches, I assume that they're supposed to be extra impressive. Like, you don't want to just be Balan Wonderworld and have a PlayStation 5 version that looks like an Xbox 360 game at best. Now let's scroll down here a little bit. Let's look at the bottom of this list. The Mitchells vs. the Machines Overcharged. So that's a new Way Forward projects. These guys make all those super good indie games. They did the Shantae games. They've done just some really interesting projects. They did it was like the 16-bit project based on the new Mummy movie and was surprisingly high quality for such a basic premise. Like, Way Forward, it's one of those studios that is very tiny, but I mean, I definitely respect them. Now here's one, Grand Theft Auto 5. Now, we've been hearing about a PlayStation 5 update for a bit. They've been vague thus far, talking about how it's probably going to have more than just a performance increase. There's apparently going to be some sort of new exclusive content when it comes to next gen. So, seeing this in a May state of play, if this is actually real, that totally makes sense to me. Like, right now, just trying to imagine things that would show up at a tinier conference before a main event in like June or something, this is something that's great. Hey, here's a free update. Here's why you should be excited. Here's why you should start to still try and get this system, even if it is difficult in your area. Like, something like this is a good chance to do that. Now, to really finish this list off in style, there's these two games, and let me just be completely honest, this is the reason I've decided to make this video, is because I think that this is, if this is legit, which it seems to be, it is epic. Sunset Overdrive Refreshed Edition and Sunset Overdrive Apocalypse, a PlayStation 5 exclusive sequel to Sunset Overdrive. I love Sunset Overdrive. That game manages to be so sporty and punky. The fact that we get to go on this crazy adventure and grind on stuff and blow people up while chugging like demonic energy drinks or whatever. Like, Sunset Overdrive has always been one of those really interesting games that I feel like didn't get enough credit. It dropped on the Xbox originally. The people who played it know that it's a freaking masterpiece, but it's been kind of stuck there. It hasn't gotten a chance to go to any other systems. And now it may be coming to the PlayStation 4 and to the PlayStation 5. Now, let me talk about why I think that this is valid. Sony has just registered a trademark for Sunset Overdrive. Insomniac owns the IP, but the original game has been on the Xbox One and the Windows only so far. This is it. This is the actual freaking registered trademark. Look at this. It's absolutely real. They own the paperwork. Please keep in mind this does not confirm anything, but interesting to know for now. Now, even in this reply, so this is a Nibel tweet. He's talking about how this exists. You can click it. Basically, totally real. All the paperwork's filed. But in the replies, people show this leak again. The list of 8 games all here. And Nibel himself even replied, interesting, which makes me think, typically Nibel does not reply to stuff, but this makes me think that maybe, just maybe, parts of this are real. If this is actually real, if this is a leak, which has happened before, it's pretty interesting. And I think that this is a good mid-sized state of play. This last state of play we got was certainly fun to do because we got such a good deep dive look at Ratchet Clank, but the biggest complaint I saw from people on the internet was that it didn't have enough variety. It was pretty much just a singular press conference of a single game, and so people kind of wanted more of that extra taste, the buffet of good gaming aspects. So if this is real, if this May State of Play does turn out to be a real thing, I am certainly excited for it, but I think that it's probably going to happen in a couple weeks. I just feel like they're in this weird spot right now where you don't want to put it too close to June because that's sort of the E3 month and everybody's going to be revealing big stuff, but you also want to be early enough that people are thinking of you before E3 begins. They're currently in a very interesting predicament, but let's hope that this does turn out to be real. What do you think? Does this seem like some crazy fluff? Does this seem like it might be an actual possibility? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below, because if you enjoyed this video, please give this video a like, share it with your friends, and subscribe if you haven't already. But do me the biggest favor of all, and keep dreaming. Hey, I am actually working on a gigantic set of videos about Resident Evil Village. This week you're going to be getting a video that is a giant spoiler-free review about Resident Evil Village, talking about the entire game, which I have a lot to say. And separately, I'm going to do a video kind of talking spoilers and different story aspects. Here, you know what? We're going to do something weird to end this video. It's my birthday this week, and one of my friends gave me a box, and inside the box is just a little hand. What is this? Am I cursed? What is... Why would you do this? The hand's even dirty. What is my life? Why would somebody give me a wooden box with a hand inside? Why do I have such weird friends? Thanks so much for watching that video. If you want to see something else, you can always click this link to see what I put up last, or, you know, subscribe and see what's coming up next. Also, I promise that whatever I do, it'll try not to suck.